Alien Testimonies. Strange Encounters with Another World. Testimony of Kathy Land by Andy Butcher. For Charisma Magazine, April 2001. The pieces started to fit together the night they dropped her. For years, Kathy Land had the sense that something wasn't quite right. There were periods of unaccounted missing time, morning when she felt heavy and lethargic despite a full night's sleep, and an unsettling sense of somehow having been visited. Then she woke up with an alien's face, inches from hers. He dropped me. I could feel his breath on my face. It startled him that I woke up. He had this confused that it's not supposed to happen look on his face. The second one still had hold of my legs. I rolled over into a fetal position and went right back to sleep. In the morning, she told her son what had happened. Usually the family dismissed her recollections as a joke. This time he told her, "Those are not aliens. Those are demons." It finally made sense, she recalls. Her son commented propelled her to the internet, where she found some Christians who didn't dismiss her experiences as nonsense. Her faith was enriched and deepened as she discovered that God's power could free her from her years of torment. "I stopped being so scared, and I got mad," she says. "I finally understood these things were trying to get the world's attention away from God. And how better to do that than to make people think they are being invaded from outer space? These are not benevolent little ETs come to clean up the environment, fix holes in the ozone layer. They are not from distant galaxies. They are raping women. They are murdering animals. They are terrifying children." An office manager for a medical supply company and a one-time stock car racer and singer-musician, Land began to read all she could learn more about what she had trouble learning for so long. She had been fascinated by UFOs since an early childhood, one time reporting a seashore sighting to the police. "Many times I would have strange feelings just before going to bed," she says, by adding that precise memories were hazy when she woke. "I would feel like something had happened during the night, but nothing I could put my finger on." One time her son told her of a frightening encounter he'd had with a tall man. She admits that his account had scared her. But she continued to devour books and TV shows on alien phenomena. She told her family members about her experience and talked about UFOs with her friends, although most laughed her off. "Sometimes it made me feel like I was losing my mind. Maybe I did dream this all up. But there were too many things over and over and over again," she says. As she reads all the Christian material she could find on the subject after her spiritual awakening, she began to see how she had been so deceived for so long. "Everything started to make sense," she says. "I realized that everything I had read had probably been happening to me all along, and it scared me. Then it made me mad. How dare they mess with me and my children?" Land's A-girl over the years of her life was held, spurred her to tell her story to others caught in the UFO mesh. "This is a war. It's the most ingenious hoax there is. It's a plan to get the world's attention away from the gospel of Christ, and it's working." She says many exploring the UFO world are, as she was, searching for love. That's what they are looking for, really, in their beliefs about aliens. But there's only one place they will find unconditional love, and they're looking in the wrong place. An active part of her local Baptist church in Jacksonville, Florida, Land says that she now has peace she never knew before. "I didn't know it for years," she says. "It was a miserable experience from day to day. Nobody should be victimized like that. If I can save only one person from being harmed, then I have to do this for God. It is my offering to Him. It's not the mission field I would choose for myself," she adds. "I would rather be feeding hungry people in India because people wouldn't laugh at. But who is going to tell them that you're all being deceived?"